Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How are you today? I know, second video of the day, but coffee first, huh? All right, real quick, a subscriber sent me a few things, okay, and I want to get this out there to you, okay? This has to do with chicken nuggets, okay? And I know a lot of us buy chicken nuggets for our kids, our grandkids, nieces, and nephews, okay? So I'm going to put a small, like, 5-second clip in that she sent me and 2 pictures, okay? So if you buy these, be careful, all right? And then we're going to get into something that's very important, okay? I was sent 2 different things about this, and the first time I was sent it, I'm like, no, this isn't right. This isn't real. It's not real. It's not real. And then I was sent it again and again and again, and I'm like, all right, there's got to be some validity. There's got to be something behind this. There's got to be some truth to it, right? So, all right, I'm going to put the pictures in that little, like, 5-second clip so you can see what I'm talking about with the chicken nuggets, okay? And then we'll get into the other stuff, all right? So hang on. Okay, so first thing is, about the supply chain, the disruptions. Are they deliberate? And I said to myself, I don't know, I don't know, but I keep hearing it. So, all right, there's got to be something behind it. Right on. So Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally Adeyemo, and that's Adeyemo, may have accidentally leaked the cause of America's supply chain issues. Okay. And he said the reality is the only way we're going to get to a place where we can work through this transition is if everyone in America and everyone around the world gets right. And I'm thinking, oh, come on, man. Shut up. Just shut up, because it's not ever going to happen, right? Starve them out, right? Let the dissenters suffer, and those who bought into this agenda will turn against them. You know who brought this to light originally was the Angry Prepper, Jason. He had said this a couple of months ago. It was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. He had brought this to light. And everyone kept saying, nah, man, you're nuts. No. And I said, he's spot on. He's spot on. He even said himself that people are going to start turning against each other. Family members, friends. We're going to turn against each other. But this guy, this Adeyemo, or however you say his name, said that the potato administration has already provided the resources the American people need to make it to the other side. And basically, everyone should give into this, right? Or face the consequences. Yeah. So they're masking the authoritarianism as authoritarianism. It hasn't been mandated at the federal level in the U.S. yet. But it is apparent that the government plans to make life as difficult as possible to those who don't obey. And yeah, they are. Because, like, take my husband, for example. You all know that he works for Homeland Security, right? He has until November, it was the 22nd, then they pushed it to the 12th. Well, then, you know, we were talking to a few friends of ours who work at the sheriff's office here, and they offered him his job back because our sheriff is not mandating it. So he's thinking about going back to the sheriff's office. And he's been with Homeland Security for 20 years. 20 years. But not for nothing. He's going to take like a $20,000 pay cut if he goes back to the sheriff's office. But he won't have to take it. You know what I mean? So that's the upside. The downside, we're going to be going back to struggling financially. So, echoing the Fed, Ademio, whatever, said that inflation is transitory. No, it's not. This is another, it's like Janet Yellen. She said it's transitory. No, it's not. And as part of the transition, we are seeing higher prices for some of the things people have to buy. Okay, so what are they classifying as have to buy? Like food, HBA, toilet paper, that type of thing. And that's exactly why the president was focused on the American Rescue Plan in ensuring on getting stimulus into the hands of the American people so they'd be able to buy the products they need. But you see, with a lot of people, they saw that stimulus as their new flat screen or their new Dooney and Burke. They weren't smart. They didn't buy food. Nay. They didn't have the mindset that we do. So, yeah, the government expects us, the great unwashed, to be thankful for their measly handouts to purchase unavailable products at an all-time high. There is a reason people have recently nicknamed the president Bear Shells Biden, with the hashtags becoming a viral sensation. Although the potato administration met with the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles, which handles 40% of the nation's goods, the promise of a 24/7 operation has not yet occurred. There is no ETA for when the ports will begin 24/7 operations either. Some ships are allegedly waiting 12 days at anchor before reaching the docks. And over 60 vessels are idled in the San Pedro Bay at the moment. With one of the nation's busiest shopping holidays approaching, Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, followed by ongoing seasonal shopping, this matter is likely to turn very ugly. I myself don't go Black Friday shopping. I stay home. I don't do well in crowds. So, taking it a step further, the Democrats are also demanding that the GOP pass the multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure bill and are now using it as leverage. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg stated one thing that has not been talked about enough is Moody's finding about how the overall Build Back Better vision is designed to reduce inflationary pressures. So if you care about inflation, you ought to care about not just the supply chain issues. Not just the infrastructure things I work on, but also the provisions in Build Back Better, like paid family leave, like making it easier to afford childcare, like community college, that are going to give us a stronger labor force and help us deal with that major constraint on economic growth. He also claimed that he knew with certainty that the supply chain crisis is expected to last well into 2022. Perhaps the issue will last into Socrates' projected political panic cycle for 2023. And then, you know how the other day I had reported on grocery stores in the UK are taking cardboard cutouts, right? And they're putting them on the shelves and in the produce department and stuff, you know, carrots and potatoes and stuff like that, you know, to make it look like it's full, right? But it's really not. There's nothing there. Well, here's one for you. America becomes North Korea. Re-education camps announced by the CDC. Grocery stores display cardboard food printouts to hide bare shelves. While, Potato, he babbles a lot, right? It's so hard to not laugh, because if I didn't laugh, I would cry. Because there's so many people that are just suffering. And I don't think anybody but us in this community and the other prepper communities care. If you're wondering whether America will plunge into a Venezuela-style financial collapse versus the North Korea-style tyrannical authoritarian police state, it seems that North Korea outcome is currently winning the race. Welcome to Venezuela. That's what I'm calling it from now on, Venezuela, because that's exactly where we're headed. And I know a lot of you agree with me, but a lot of you don't agree with me, but it's okay, because it's okay to agree to disagree. The CDC is now demanding that the police and government workers be forcibly re-educated. It sounds like something ripped right out of a Soviet-era brainwashing and indoctrination plot. Now, CDC Director Rochelle Walensky declared that the regime is planning to force police and government workers to take counseling, okay, and lessons so that they change their minds. There's no changing my husband's mind. No. There's no changing the minds of police officers or first responders. They are our everyday heroes. They wake up every morning and put on that uniform. They're going into situations that you're running away from. Think about that. So, Rochelle Walensky, the next time someone breaches your 10-foot walls around your house, don't dare call the police, because they're not going to come. Okay? They're not. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not. Because they want to protect and serve the people who actually care about them. See, in this house, we back the blue. We do. We are a law enforcement. We are a military family. We are a first responder family. And we are damn proud of it. There is a plan, should these people not want to be, toward education and counseling to get people the information they need so they are feeling comfortable with getting it. No one's comfortable with getting this, you moron. So if you disagree with the idea of being experimental cocktail that has likely already 250,000 Americans met their demise, you are now somehow in dire need of mental help, according to the CDC. So we're messed up here now because we don't want it. So you're no longer allowed to have a informed, rational view based on available data. Your mental health will be challenged and corrected in order to conform to the delusions of the very state that's trying to exterminate. So grocery store shelves being stocked with cardboard posters depicting food products in order to cover the bare shelves. One of the key characteristics of totalitarian regimes is the insistent effort to conceal the failures of their disastrous policies. As inflation grips the nation, they pretend there's no real inflation at all. As the supply chain collapses, they mock those who complain and tell you to lower your expectations. And as grocery store shelves go bare, they go to tremendous lengths to create the illusion that shelves will contain an abundance of food, even if they have to print food out on poster boards. Install the cardboard into the food bins where the actual food is supposed to be. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and gee whiz, the poster boards actually have price tags on them. How special. You actually went that extra yard, didn't you? Yeah, you did. So making the fake food supply chain collapse scenario even worse. Okay, the potato is threatening to force truck drivers all across the country to take the, and according to Epic Times, nearly 1/3 of truckers might just quit rather than get it. And if you think the supply chain problems are bad now, wait till you see what happens if even 1/4 of the current truck drivers throw in the towel. We're talking supply chain-ageddon scenarios, for years to come. Mass famine won't be far behind. So that's why they call us the hoarders, because they know that they can't get to us. Or can they? I don't know, man. We are living in some damn freaky times, some scary times. Right on? Man. All right. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay positive, keep prepping. And as always,